sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Let's go! Let's go!
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 27, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans team.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Locke trying again after the pick 6. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Locke's throw into the hands of Fant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. On play action, Locke.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Get ready, get ready.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw it is Locke. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He's at the 50. 30.
You know they pay me like
10. 5. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season. It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting through. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Locke. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Play action. Now it's Locke. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Tanner Muse there defensively. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Mills. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And it's a room to maneuver. Oh, he pulls over it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Mills. That's out to the flat for Gordon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. 3rd and goal, Mills. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Clock now to throw. A pass underneath for Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Locke gonna throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mills now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Mills on 3rd and 2. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Play action now. Mills. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play fake, Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From the 39, Locke. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 1st and 10, Mills. And he'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. on the counter. Here's Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They go play action. Mills. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st down, Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 44, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this will go to Carson out wide. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They run again with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Texans 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now that was pretty. He executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for the center. Right, check 33. 33. I'm coming. Check 26. Check it out.
Now Mills.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Mills. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Check 59. 59. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a give right side. Carson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
Launch pass. Complete to DK Metcalf. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Locke going for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Mills throw complete there to Conley.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On play action, Mills.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. 132 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They run it with Carson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.